James Manning Colman's distinctive memorial at the Lakeview Cemetery states an unusual claim. Inscribed on the base above his surname is the statement, "Assassinated at the south end of Mercer Island, Lake Washington," without further supplementary detailing. Colman arrived into Puget Sound during 1876, moving with his wife and 4 children from Georgia, where he had served in the legislature. He was elected King County Commissioner in 1880 and re-elected 2 years later. He left office in 1884 but kept tabs on property sales and usage despite having been out of office for 2 years. His continued scrutiny brought him into conflict with another local resident, George Miller, who was attempting to claim nearby timberland on the south end of Mercer Island, nearby Colman's residence. Colman advised Miller that his claim was illegal and any attempt to acquire the property in his son's name improper due to the boy's age. The matter was to be settled in Seattle court on February 8, 1886. Colman was sighted leaving the island by his wife via a rowboat with Wilbur Pattern, a friend of his son's. Neither arrived to the courthouse appointment. Miller was excused from the process. Colman and Pattern remained missing. Colman's boat would be discovered 4 days later with a bloodied seat. His decomposed body and Pattern's 1 month following in 15 feet of water. Both had been shot to death with a Winchester rifle. Miller was indicted for both murders. His first 2 trials resulted in a failure by the jury to agree on a verdict. On his 3rd trial, Miller was found guilty and sentenced to hang. A few months later, a judge threw out the conviction due to the circumstantial nature of the evidence introduced against Miller. Released from execution, Miller remained a tormented individual. His neighbors persecuted him, even burning down his daughter Lizzie's home. He died in 1894, and the location of his grave is underneath the current Interstate 90. Rumors floated that his daughter Lizzie was the true culprit, as she was an expert shot. Alternative theories included that Miller confessed on his deathbed, with the murder weapon being discovered later on his property. The southern extremity of Mercer Island would become known as Murder Point. Today it is located adjacent to the Mercer Island Beach Club. The location of the Colman's discovered boat would become known as Dead Man's Bay. The sole remembrance of James Manning Colman is his distinctive tombstone.